Former B-Team boy IZAAK Michelle is going back to ADCC after winning his division at the Asia-Oceania Trials. He submitted everyone. We're going to run through his whole run now. Starting off with his first match against Lobo. Straight away hits a lovely duck under, spins 360 to get the takedown, and starts working back step passing. His passing was really good this time around, lots of different styles, and eventually gets his way up to knee on belly, making his opponent wish he was never born. We've all been there, and just slides over the mount. But Lobo hits what I can only describe as the Piggly Wiggly escape. I've never seen this actually work, but he stays consistent with it, and it actually does. He manages to wiggle his way back out to guard. I'm definitely going to try that next time I'm on the mats. IZAAK once again back steps, finds himself in north-south, and eventually works his way back into knee on belly. He used that a lot as well to find his way back into mount. They were reset back to the middle. IZAAK was working on some arm attacks, and this skinny jean ref just kept standing in the way of the hard camera, which all the cameras were terrible this time around. IZAAK hits something really cool, a little Michael Jordan, a little crossover basketball style pass straight into mount, and starts working on what I think was an Ezekiel from mount. You can't really see, but eventually does get the tap, and that is round one, nice and easy. Gets a little golf clap from the crowd. Next up, he took on Rosman, came out really aggressive, wrestling focus, hit a lovely little Ochigari takedown early on to get it down to the mat, which was really technical. He hit a couple of really nice trips and foot sweeps and stuff. Starts working some over-under, chaining some passes together to get back round to north-south again and make his opponent's life miserable. We've all been there. He lets him turn just like Declan Moody did in our last video, turn up into the front headlock and back take sort of turtle position. IZAAK gets the knee in the gap and starts threatening to put hooks in and take the back, but when Rosman starts to fight that, he stops hand fighting. IZAAK jumps on the rear naked choke and switches off to a little short choke and gets a lovely little slap tap. And a little backwards roll just for style points. Next up, he took on Sosuke Oshima. This one was really quick. Oshima didn't know if he wanted to shoot or pull guard, so he does neither. And from there, IZAAK again starts chaining together some nice over-under passes, some Toriando stuff to try and get past the guard. Just really aggressive with pressure, but doing it from a standing position. I think he hits a double under in the end to turn it into a turtle position, takes the back instantly. And once he's there, it's pretty much a done deal. Anything under the eyes is the neck, so that's a rear naked choke for IZAAK Michelle in about 20 seconds for his third match. And Sosuke is really sad. He's like, I can't believe I let him do that to me. And IZAAK doesn't leave a man behind, picks him up, gives him a cuddle, lets him move on. Next on, he takes on Curtis Martin, and this, honestly, in the semi-final was my favorite match. It was super aggressive, super scrambly, and super wrestly. From that little single leg, he picks up the high crotch and just fucking sends him flying. It's unbelievable, sort of like Ben Askren, Robbie Lawler takedown there, which gets absolutely no respect from the crowd. No one even blinks, which I couldn't believe. Jumps straight on the back, almost falls off, does end up consolidating back control. But Martin really impressed me. He did some really good hand fighting and actually did wind up getting the arm over and turning in. And not only that, he didn't get stuck in mount, he did work it back out, start trying to wrestle up, get stuck in the front head, and there's a lot of turtle work in this match. IZAAK notices his bum showing, so he pulls his shorts down, just casually, because you can do that when you're that good. Martin does a really good job here of getting out of turtle, starting to attack the legs, make IZAAK think twice, and actually wrestles up, nearly hits an Uchimata, but IZAAK does a really good job of hitting a Peterson roll. And instead of trying and failing to take the back, Martin starts working the Kimura trap, which I love. I love seeing the Kimura trap, and it was really good here because as IZAAK passed, Martin swept around and took the back, but IZAAK, of course, does a really good job in the scramble, manages to keep himself out of danger, and we end up back in a north-south. Martin wrestles up, and they end up standing again, but IZAAK hits this lovely little ankle pick, turns it into a little trip. Excellent work, jumps back into that turtle position, and from there he hits a little bit of a gator roll, but not in an anaconda, in a one-armed guillotine, turns down, belly down, and that is it. Lovely match, honestly. Martin looks devastated here, but he shouldn't be, because I think he put up a really good fight and did some really cool stuff. But in the final, Roberto de Frias versus IZAAK Michell, it was just a dogfight, lots of wrestling. They were on all the mats at the same time, throwing each other around. Someone nearly got hit by a chair, but anyway, there's Craig Jones coaching against former teammate and friend IZAAK Michell. A little bit of drama because Jiu-Jitsu is all about the drama. Lovely Russian Thai snap. One of my favorite takedowns in the game. Doesn't work out though. And again, they just sort of grinded it on the feet, little arm drag foot sweep. And this is when it finally actually hit the mat for the first time, almost halfway through the match. Again, taking the back from that turtle position. A lot of what he did today was from the turtle position. Uses the chin control, or the big brother, or the look at me, whatever you want to call it. Honestly, Roberto looked like he was drowning. He put up a decent fight, but IZAAK's pressure was insane. Gets to this sort of position, and I think gets a tap with a mother's milk smother. I couldn't tell, the cameras are terrible. If you guys know what it was, tell me, but that is it. IZAAK Michelle submits everyone, absolutely dominates the Asia Oceania trials, and he is going to ADCC next year. He will be a good one to keep an eye out for, of course. You know he's going to be good. Thanks guys for watching and for your continued support. If you do want to support the channel, you don't have to, but you can click the join button. The more people who do, the more time I will have in my week to get these done. So you can click join on the YouTube memberships page, or you can head over to Patreon. It's in the description as well, just if you want to throw a little something my way for the support of the channel. You will get a shout out, just like here. We have Matt Eaton, Stu Mitchell, and Cops Klopp. Thank you guys so much, as always. Have a nice week, guys.